Well, it was a big response from Arsenal today. It had to be. And you've had a look, Danny, at why they got so much joy down that right-hand side. Was it down to them or the way Spurs set up?
Well, it's fair to say Spurs were pretty poor at times, but Arsenal were outstanding. And this partnership on the right-hand side that they haven't had in recent weeks of Saka in his most comfortable position and Timber behind, when at its best, is one of the best in Europe. And Tottenham could not cope with them today, especially in the first half, time and time again. Now,
real energy and urgency, wasn't there? And the game, as you pointed out there, became quite open quite quickly. But there's one performance in particular you want to have a look at, Shay.
Yeah.
And Steve Wilson asked Victor Gyökeres if that was his best game. Steve clearly thought it was. Victor did, and you'd third it.
Yeah, I'll third it, Gavi, yeah. No, I really think it was a special game for him. You know, there's so much talk before he joined the club. They need an out-and-out striker. And I think Gyökeres today really said to the Arsenal fans, and maybe perfect time as well to get it on the run into the end of the season.
He's scored more goals in all competitions in 2026 than any other Premier League player. So he really is hitting his stride, isn't he? Yeah. At the right time for Arsenal as well. I'm sure they'll be delighted with his form in 26. Now, you want to have another look at the disallowed goal for Spurs. And it's important to say it was the context of when it occurred in the game that you think is really important in particular.
I mean, Arsenal fans might want to switch off now because they won 4-1, but I'm just getting to a point whereas this could have been 2-2 in the game. And the only reason I wanted to look at it is because the last two games, Brentford away for Arsenal, obviously Wolves that they were, you know, midweek they had a really poor giveaway leads in the game. And I wanted to look at this. This is to bring it back to 2-2. And you know, imagine Gabby in North London that
consistency.
Yeah.
The reality is that, you know, if you love football and you enjoy watching it, you don't expect 6'4" centre halves to be falling over. But to be fair to Gabriel, he knows generally that if you get a touch in the back and you go over, you're going to get it. So it's a kind of chicken and egg thing, whereas the referees have got to be stronger. But the two examples you showed, more or less exactly the same. So they have a reason to feel disappointed today, I think, Tottenham.
But Arsenal fans right now are saying, but we won 4-1 and we now have our 5-point buffer back.
And probably would have won anyway.
Yeah, and so that 5-point buffer is back. We don't know when that extra game that Manchester City are one game behind, obviously, in the table is going to be played. Yet it hasn't been scheduled. We do know that City and Arsenal will play each other on the 18th of April. We heard Arteta there saying, you know, this is a marathon. Is this going down to the wire, do you think?
It looks that way. I mean, you know, Man City last night had a tough game against Newcastle. Newcastle were strong second half. They come out on top, Man City. You can see the sort of celebrations or Pep Guardiola, you know, see the glint back in his eye. He feels that this Man City team can really pull it together, really push Arsenal away. I mean, to be fair to Arteta, he's been in the same dugout with Pep. He knows he's not going to give up right to the...
Arsenal's triumphant 4-1 victory in the North London derby. In a match that will go down in history, Arsenal FC demonstrated their dominance over local rivals Tottenham Hotspur FC with an emphatic 4-1 win in the latest edition of the North London derby. The atmosphere was electric at the Emirates Stadium, filled with passionate fans who were eager to witness a classic clash between these two storied clubs. Little did they know, they were about to witness a display of football that would leave a lasting impression for seasons to come. Prelude to the derby. The rivalry between Arsenal and Tottenham is steeped in history, with over a century of fierce competition. The stakes were high leading into this match, not just for bragging rights, but also for crucial points in the Premier League standings. Arsenal, under the astute guidance of their manager, were looking to solidify their position among the league's elite, while Spurs were desperate to bounce back from previous setbacks. An unforgettable build-up. In the days leading up to the match, anticipation reached a fever pitch. Media outlets buzzed with predictions and analyses, with fans pouring into social media to share their hopes and fears. Arsenal supporters believed that their young talents, particularly Bukayo Saka, could propel them to victory. At the same time, Tottenham fans hoped that their squad, led by the experienced Harry Kane, could deliver a memorable performance. First half, a flurry of goals. From the moment the referee blew the whistle to start the match, it was clear that Arsenal had come to play. The Gunners showcased their attacking prowess, displaying fluid passing and relentless energy. Arsenal takes control. Just minutes into the match, Arsenal struck first. A quick interchange of passes between Saka and Victor Gyökeres opened up space on the left flank. Gyökeres, a sensation this season, darted into the box, evaded a defender, and delivered a low cross that found Saka. With the composure of a seasoned striker, Saka slotted the ball into the bottom corner, igniting the home crowd. The confidence among the Arsenal players was palpable. They pressed high, forcing Tottenham into a defensive posture. Eberechi Eze, showcasing his extraordinary skill set, began to pull the strings in midfield, orchestrating attacks with his vision and agility. Tottenham's response. Spurred on by their fans, Tottenham began to find some rhythm. A defensive lapse from Arsenal allowed Kane to get on the ball in a dangerous position. However, Arsenal's goalkeeper made a crucial save, deflecting Kane's shot away from goal. This moment showed the resolve of both teams, with Arsenal looking to maintain their lead and Tottenham aiming to strike back. The ensuing counterattacks from Arsenal were relentless. Eze's ability to transition from defense to attack became a hallmark of the first half. His darting runs and clever passes kept the Tottenham defense on high alert. The second goal. The Gunners doubled their lead with a beautifully crafted goal. Eze, with an insightful pass, found Gyökeres on the edge of the box. Without hesitation, Gyökeres fired a shot that curled beautifully into the top corner, sending the Emirates into raptures. The 2-0 scoreline felt well-deserved, and it was evident that Arsenal was in the mood for a momentous victory. Halftime. Analyzing the first half. As the players retreated to their dressing rooms, the Arsenal fans reveled in their team's performance. The blend of youthful exuberance and tactical discipline was paying dividends. Saka's vivacity and Gyökeres' prowess up front were complemented by a robust defensive structure that thwarted Tottenham's attempts to break through. Tactical analysis. Arsenal's manager employed a strategy that focused on high pressing and quick transitions. Saka and Eze effectively worked the flank, allowing Gyökeres to exploit spaces within the Tottenham defensive line. On the other hand, Tottenham struggled to maintain possession and lacked creativity in the midfield. Second half, a resilient response. The second half commenced with Tottenham looking determined to alter the course of the match. They were in dire need of a goal to reignite their hopes and reduce the deficit. A glimmer of hope for Spurs. Just minutes into the second half, a moment of defensive disarray from Arsenal allowed Tottenham to capitalize. A set-piece situation led to a scramble in the box, and after a couple of deflected shots, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang deflected the ball into his own net while attempting to clear. The score was now 2-1, and Tottenham fans sensed a shift in momentum. Arsenal regains control. Despite the setback, Arsenal responded with poise. The Gunners quickly regained their composure, with Saka and Eze engineering another attack. Their interplay was mesmerizing as they continuously shifted the ball between them, drawing the Tottenham defense out of position. Restoring the advantage. Arsenal's resilience paid off when Eze, with an incisive run into the box, was brought down by a Tottenham defender. The referee had no choice but to award a penalty. Saka stepped up confidently to take the penalty, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way and restoring Arsenal's 2-goal lead. With the score at 3-1, the atmosphere at the Emirates was electric. The fans were in full voice, chanting and cheering their team on. The Gunners were unstoppable, and it felt as though they were on the cusp of a historic victory. The final flourish, a fourth goal. As the match wore on, Arsenal continued to dominate. With Tottenham pressing for a second goal, they left spaces at the back. This was precisely what Arsenal needed. A stellar team goal. A flowing sequence of passes culminated a swift counterattack. Gyökeres, showcasing his strength and skill, intercepted the ball near the midfield circle. He carried it forward, drawing in defenders, and cleverly played a through ball to Saka, who had made a blistering run. Saka, with the confidence of a player in form, took a touch to steady himself, and then coolly slotted it past the onrushing Tottenham goalkeeper. The scoreline swelled to 4-1, cementing Arsenal's dominance in the derby. Jubilation in the stands. The Emirates erupted. The sight of Arsenal players celebrating together was a poignant reminder of the camaraderie and spirit that define successful teams. The unity of the squad translated onto the pitch, with each player contributing to this monumental victory. Post-match analysis. A victory for the ages. As the final whistle blew, the players embraced, and the fans celebrated a performance that was nothing short of brilliant. Arsenal had delivered a comprehensive display that left no one doubting their credentials as title contenders. Player performances. Bukayo Saka. Once again, Saka proved why he is considered one of the league's brightest talents. His 2 goals were a testament to his skill, composure, and maturity. Victor Gyökeres. Gyökeres was a revelation, providing both goals and assists.
His combination of power and finesse was instrumental in breaking down Tottenham's defense. Eberechi Eze. Eze's vision and creativity in midfield were pivotal in controlling the tempo of the game. His ability to link play was essential for Arsenal's attacking strategies. Tactical masterclass. Arsenal's tactical setup under the manager was also noteworthy. The pressing game stymied Spurs, while allowing Arsenal to exploit their weaknesses. The intelligent positional play of the forward trio ensured that they maintained their attacking threat throughout the match. The impact of the win. This victory extends far beyond just 3 points. It sends a message to the rest of the league that Arsenal means business. The win not only boosts confidence, but also galvanizes the squad for upcoming fixtures, solidifying their place as potential title challengers. The legacy of the North London derby. The 4-1 victory over Tottenham Hotspur is a defining moment in Arsenal's season. It encapsulates the essence of the North London derby: fierce rivalry, emotional highs and lows, and unforgettable moments. As the Gunners ride high on this victory, their focus will shift to the remainder of the season, eager to build on this momentum. For Tottenham, the defeat serves as a wake-up call, a reminder of the need for resilience and adaptation. As both teams embark on the next phase of their campaigns, one thing is certain: the North London derby will continue to deliver drama, passion, and unforgettable football for fans around the world.